Hi there guys, on the pulse with Silky. So we just have a new eruption and it looks like it's in the Sutnuka crater series area, which is good because we've already seen two eruptions in this area. So it's kind of predictable where the lava might flow. The last eruption that we have seen in February, the lava was flowing very, very fast. It was crossing the main road, Grindavik, and it was flowing towards the Swartsengi area and the Blue Lagoon. So it looks like the same area. I'll definitely keep you updated about the location. So interesting, right? Scientists have been speculating just the last few days. So would the magma moving westwards? Will we see an eruption at Eldwerp? Is it moving away? Is the land rise moving west away from the Swartsengi area? And because we know, since we've had the March 2nd event, basically every scientist said on March 2nd, well, only 1.3 million cubic meters have flown out of the magma chamber underneath Swartsengi. So we will see another eruption right away in 2 to 3 days. And then it was 2 weeks. And nothing happened. So they were thinking, is the system changing? They were two guys that even said, well, we're thinking there's less magma flowing into the magma chamber underneath the Swartsengi. It has basically cut its magma amount in half, the daily amount with that it refills since November 10th. And that's kind of true. We're roughly at like 400 million cubic meters per day. And we used to be at like 700 million cubic meters per day when we had the November 10th event. So now, wow, okay, this was maybe kind of a surprise. Now again, this volcanic system keeps us really busy. So now it did erupt. So it seems everything is back to normal. It is erupting in that area. It hasn't moved away from that area. It seems the same thing is happening again. Maybe it was just a little bit disrupted by the March 2nd event, but it seems everything's back to normal. Now we have to see how long will this eruption last, how much magma is going to come out, and how much lava will flow and where will it flow. And then the interesting thing is, at what rate will the magma chamber underneath Swartsengi refill again? Will it start to refill at the same rate it had before right away again? Then it would be a sign that the system will do the same thing again and again, because they were basically saying, we think this thing is going to do something at least once a month, because it did so since November. So if the magma chamber will start to refill, then we probably might see the next eruption next month again, or an intrusion. It doesn't have to be an eruption each time. So, but it is very interesting. The fissure is getting longer. One thing I noticed, but I can't confirm it 100%, I have a feeling that there weren't too many earthquakes that kind of gave an indication about this thing happening. And it is happening at night again, as always. This volcanic system likes to erupt at night to be more spectacular. And what does that mean for my friend, the Blue Lagoon? You know it, guys. Another nighttime evacuation. So everything's back to normal, right? That's the only thing that I notice here. I have just checked the website of the Blue Lagoon to see if there is anything, but there is nothing on the website that they're evacuating. But of course, they will evacuate. Would I say I don't have a doubt? No, I don't. I'm just kidding, guys. So from what I can tell, by looking at the various webcams, I'm looking at the television station RUV, so U with the dot V, but also it seems to be, it's more in the Hagafell area. So Sutnuka crater series, Hagafell area along the magma tunnel that has formed on November 10th. So the location is not a surprise. It seems it is a little bit more south than the last eruption that we have seen, so maybe a little bit closer to Grindavik. But since this is so fresh, I need to confirm this, guys. I just wanted to let you know right away about this. So what you can see on some of the live cams is a massive lineup of cars that seem to be leaving the Blue Lagoon. So it seems we're in the process of an evacuation at the Blue Lagoon, at the Swartsengi area where the magma chamber is underneath. And from that magma chamber, the magma keeps flowing into the Sutnuka crater series and then into that fissure causing an eruption. And the speculation was, wow, you know, maybe the roadways, the tunnels that are underground that the magma has used for previous eruption is clogged somehow. That's why they thought on March 2nd that the magma somehow stopped or was hindered from continuing. It stopped in the Hagafell area, but obviously now it found its way again, and quite silently, not with a big bang, so not with huge earthquake swarms that would have given people an earlier warning. It looks like that the eruption started at 8:23 p.m. Icelandic time. So a little earlier than normal as far as I can remember, but still it was dark. Yeah, guys, and it really seems that there was no warning. So I hope that everyone is safe, everyone has evacuated by now or got out, but probably they're in the process of evacuating, because we know the Blue Lagoon, usually it takes about 40 minutes to evacuate. Grindavik, last time it took them an hour to evacuate. So I will keep you updated. What I will look into is right now, where are they evacuating? Are they taking Grindavik or Vegur that goes out from Grindavik? It goes up north, but this road has been affected by lava flow twice already. So, or are they taking the roads out west or east of Grindavik? So that's going to be interesting, but it seems this thing again caught us all quite by surprise, because I don't think the scientists have really expected this today, because many of them kind of were thinking, well, something's changing, right? While I'm editing this video, I just got the news that according to the Icelandic television news stations, RUV, the warning time was only 1 minute, guys. Wow. So this time, this volcanic system has really given us a chill, because the Icelandic MET Office has said over the last about 2 weeks since the March 2nd eruption that warning time could be as short as 30 minutes and maybe less, but 1 minute, that is basically nothing. So it really seems that magma was sneaking out of the magma chamber and making its way silently into the Sutnuka crater series and then cause an eruption. So it seems there wasn't a clock that it had to break through with a little bit of a bang causing earthquakes, because it doesn't, if it doesn't have to grind through surface underground rocks that much, it doesn't cause that many earthquakes. So basically, if it can use a tunnel, a fissure system, a rail system that is already there, it can flow more silently without many earthquakes. And that is what seems to have happened here. So very interesting this time. So that's quite of a sneaky bugger here that we're dealing with. So now we have to see how long will it last, how much lava will flow, and where. So if you're new here on my channel, please subscribe so that you can be on the pulse with Silky. And please leave this video a like and stay tuned. I'll release updates continuously now about what's happening behind me, and I will let you know, guys. See you very, very soon, guys. Bye-bye.